Hey guys, this is Nate with SpotOnSite. I wanted to take you guys through creating a quick scope through SpotOnSite. Obviously, a lot has changed over the last year. It's been a huge development year for us, so we've got a lot of great things to show you. So, what you're going to want to do, obviously, get into the actual app on your mobile device, your iPad, whatever the case may be, Android device. You're going to go ahead and type in the details of the customer, so the actual project name, scope name, address, and then obviously you can see we've added custom status tags for your overall project. So what this allows you to do is actually create a status where you can actually describe if it's an open job, if it's in progress, whatever the case may be. You can go ahead and enter any of the terminology that you guys use. That way, when you're done with the project, you can close it out, archive it, see whatever you guys want to see on the actual project as far as it being open or closed. So let's say this is in progress. We'll select done. Then you're gonna go ahead and hit description here. And in this, you can actually type in anything you want to relay over to your team and your customer. But let's just say we'll say 2024 scope, for, let's make up a property. We'll just say property company, whatever. Property management. There we go. And then you're just going to submit it. And you can see that the actual software takes you in to the actual location with the address marker. And you can see some of these things have changed around quite a bit. You can actually minimize your toolbar, bring out the colors, stuff like that. But the three most used icons are on the bottom right-hand side now. You have your plus sign. With that, you have your areas that you can actually use within the app. So you have your area line in spot mode. You can take away your cursor with the actual cursor icon there, and then the eye mode, we'll get to that in just a minute and I'll show you how that works. But area mode is used for anything large surface area wise, so large parking lots, concrete, anything that you need your square footage for. Line mode can be used for anything linear, curb and gutter, mastic. And then spot mode is actually our most versatile mode. You can use it in a couple different ways. You can use spot mode to actually relay over small custom measurement units for repairs. So if you had something that was 4x4, 16 square feet, you're actually able to enter that manually. You can also use it for infrared heats or even patching. If you had 5 units of patching, for example, you can actually enter that with a single pin. So what I'll do now is I'll take you through each mode. We've got area mode. You're just going to take your cursor and actually place it in the first location of what you're trying to measure. You're going to tap it, and then you're going to drag it. And you're going to tap and drag. Tap and drag. And then what you'll do now is just tap and drag to the last actual area of this here. And then you can see that there's some surface area that might need to be removed. We'll just hit deduct area in the bottom left-hand corner. And it's the same process, tap and drag the actual cursor, the crosshairs, and then just hit finish area. We have one more. Let's go ahead and take that out as well. And finish area. And then what you're going to do now is go ahead and hit the save button. Obviously, you have area label A1. So if you create 5 areas of repair, they'll be labeled A1 through A5, but you can obviously type in anything there you want as well. So if you had, if this was on lot 50 and you were creating 2 different repairs in 2 different lots, you could actually, notate that. So for instance, you could just go in here and type lot 50 and it would show that up. What we'll do now is select measurement unit, hit square feet, repair category. Let's say this is crack seal and seal coat. All of the repair categories are color coded. That way, as you start creating these scopes of work, everything looks very familiar. You're able to know exactly what it is under your categories, that type of thing. So we'll just say, this is crack seal and seal coat. The other thing we've done, we have our generic rate area, but we also have the PACER rating. For anybody wondering what that is, it's a rating scale developed by the University of Wisconsin-Madison. What it does is it's really good for property management to actually use an actual accredited scale to use for budgetary purposes. So anything that may be 1, 2, 3, they can actually push that to the forefront of their budget because they know it's a liability. And then also what it does is it actually gets rid of the bias of an estimator as well. It's an actual standard scale that's used industry wide. So that's something that's in there. Obviously, you see our disclaimer down at the below. But what we can do is you can use the pacer rating. We'll hit failed. And then we've also created custom status tags as well for all of your repairs in the actual scope of work. So if it's open, it's in progress, it's completed, you're able to relay that over. And you can actually see all this within the scope. So let's say, this is in progress. We'll select done. You're going to want to take any notes. Let's make up a guy in here, John. This is in bad shape. Please see photos, or whatever the case may be. Please see photos. And then we're going to take some photos. What we'll do is I'll show you how this works. I'll take a picture of my actual laptop here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually upload some from the library as well, just to give you guys some perspective. But these aren't actual photos of what we're taking here, but they'll be good for examples. And then when you hit save, you can see Area 1 is now there. When I press it, it gives you the repair category, your measured area, perimeter sum, the status of the actual area, the pacer rating. We have the ability to add more customer notes within the actual info box. We also have team chat. For all of you guys that did not know that, you can actually go in here and add any of your team members. So if you're out in the field and let's say this needs a change order, you can actually relay this over to your team, whoever you're, and when I hit send, this actually sends a notification over to their device, lets them know that you're trying to communicate about the new customer demo, Area 1. That way they can communicate. Everything's logged for you guys. And what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and jump over to line mode. I'll show you how this works. So what you're going to do, same process for anything linear. Grab your crosshair and you're just going to tap it. Place that first pin. Tap. Tap. And let's say we're taking this out to the street, curb and gutter or something along those lines. What you're going to do now is hit save. So you can see line label is L1 for the first line repair. We'll select our measurement unit, which is feet. We'll go to our repair category and we will select curb and gutter repair. Let's rate this a 2. Let's say this is in progress as well. We'll hit done. We'll tell John, John, this, will be completed by tomorrow, or whatever the case may be. And then the same process. You're going to want to take all your photos and videos. Video is really good for you guys, obviously, for large parking lots that are having drainage issues. Video can be very powerful for you guys describing what's going on in somebody's parking lot as well. So we have a lot of customers that use it in that aspect. So what we'll do is we'll hit Save Zone. And you can see we have a couple of repairs on the actual scope here. They're both in progress. And now this eye kind of comes in handy. If you guys see this, when I select this, you can see you can take away all of the tabs. The info tabs, you can leave them as an info tab that has the actual measurements and then the status, or you can just leave it as a area label tag as well. So we'll press that L1. We have a curb and gutter repair, the linear feet, obviously all of our comments and notes. When you look at all of your media gallery within these repairs, you can see this was added today by myself. And then you also have all of the photos as well that were added on the date. So what I'll do now is I'll take you quickly through spot mode and how that is used. And this is when that eye comes in handy. You can take it away and see the whole scope. But let's say, for instance, here we're replacing a concrete pad right here that is 25 square feet. So what I'm going to do is take that crosshair, tap it, and then hit save. So it's S1 for the first spot repair. And then if you look over here to the right, I have alternate measurement. You can see I toggled it, but it was already on. What we can do is actually upload a manual measurement here. So let's say 25 square feet. Repair category is going to be concrete pad replacement. Well, we're going to do the pacer rating. Let's say this is poor. The status, let's say this is completed, guys. We've already broke ground on this scope of work, and this is done. So we'll hit done. And then, the initial first comment would have been, 5x5 area for John. Please see photos. We'll take a photo. And then we'll obviously upload some to give some perspective here. This isn't the real job, but it works. And we'll hit Save Zone. And what you can see now is this spot 1 is completed, and you actually have some perspective on what's going on your actual scope of work here. Obviously, this was started out as in progress. So, for John, let's say we wrap this up today, and we're going to send him an updated link. Say, hey, John, we finished this today. I'm going to send that over. That way John knows exactly what's going on. And then the other way I'm going to show you how you can use spot mode is for units. If you had multiple potholes or infrared heats that you're trying to convey, what you can do is tap on the area. Am I in spot mode? Yes, I am. All right, here we go. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and hit save. And you can see spot 2 for the actual second repair. And when you go in here and you select unit, if this was 5 potholes or 5 infrared heats, depending on where you are in the country, you can type this in for patching, obviously. 5 units, let's go in here and select our repair category. And we'll say this is infrared patching. And we'll rate it. Let's say this was 3. And then what we're going to do now, we'll hit area status, and we'll say this is in progress. And we could tell John, John, 5 areas of repair for patching. And then the same process, photos and videos, as many as you guys would like. Let's say we got, let's not choose those. Let's do this or whatever the case may be. There we go. Then you hit Save Zone. And what you can see now is for spot 2, you have 5 units of infrared patching. Give all of your comments for the customer as well. You can team chat, obviously keep everybody in the loop of what's going on. And really quickly now, let's say this is our scope of work. What I want to do is walk you through on how to create an actual cover page for this. Obviously, there's a few different ways you can add a cover page, but we'll center this to something visually appealing, like so. We'll hit the finish flag up top and hit the camera button. And you can take a live cover photo. Let's say if it was a statue on site or a sign of the actual property or whatever the case may be, you would hit take cover photo. But we like to upload an aerial screenshot. So when I hit take aerial screenshot and hit use photo, we'll do it down to the actual area tabs here. Take aerial screenshot, use photo. Let's take it all the way down to nothing. Take aerial screenshot, use photo. You can even change this around for you guys if you want some perspective on that different view, but we'll go ahead and use that. And then what we're going to do now, let's say we wanted to share this with some team members. If you wanted to share like the completed work to maybe the customer, you can even go to this area filter list here, and we look, and S1 is the completed. You can go in here and actually filter down by repair categories, area modes, area rating, pacer rating, or status. So like, for example, let's just do completed to show you guys how this works. I can send this now to a customer. If John was wanting to know where we sit and what's going on, what's been completed, if I filter this down and actually use my share project here, let me check the name of this again, new customer demo. So what I would do is share project. I could go in here now and type in new customer demo, which is right here. If I select this, I can actually share this project as a whole with my team, or I can filter it down and share just the completed portion, which I'm doing currently. Or I can, if I hit or select team member Hayden here and hit share with team, it would actually send this project over to him now. Let's take that filter out. But again, if I wanted to show the whole project, I would do it this way. But back to this share project feature here. When I hit new customer demo and select that project, and let's say we're not sharing with the team, but if I wanted to share this with the customer, I can hit get shareable link. And at this point, obviously, I can upload documents, that type of thing. If you had any ADA forms, that kind of stuff, you can actually upload them from here. But when I hit continue, you can see this creates a shareable link that's encrypted. I can send this over to my customer now and actually have them read my email, say, hey, John, this is what we looked at. Please see the actual photos that are, shared here via the link with the security code. Once he accesses this, he's going to get a very, very transparent and very detailed and visually appealing link that's going to show him everything you guys are actually creating for him and going to repair. So that would be one way to do it. The other thing you can do is you can actually export PDF, and you guys can actually share this as a PDF as well. So what we're going to do now, obviously this is just a quick walkthrough of the actual software on all of your mobile devices for your iPads, your iPhones, Androids, tablets, that type of thing. I'm actually going to take you guys into this next portion of the video, and what this does is we can actually show you guys, if I was the customer, I'm John, and you guys relayed this job over to me. So I'm actually on my dashboard now. So this is the actual laptop, desktop computer. You can see here's the new customer demo. So if I was John and I got this email, I could access that link, type in the security code, and it's going to take me to this actual landing page here. So the customer can actually view this. He can't edit anything. He can't see anything on the team chat side. It would just say customer notes here. But you can see, John, this is in bad shape. Please see photos. He gets to see the repair category, the project summary of everything taking place. He can go through here and actually see all of his photos that you guys have taken. So it's a very transparent piece that builds a lot of trust with customers. It's a great way to show these guys and actually walk them through not only the detailed repairs individually, but the scope as a whole. So your before, during, and after, when you guys are getting ready to close out, obviously for invoicing, that type of thing, with any kind of warranty work you guys might have, you're going to be able to walk him through all of this as well. So this kind of shows this, but from the dashboard side as a user, you can actually go in here, and this is actually my demo account, so I'm a user. You can see your team chat. So remember I said this needs a change order for this. If I go back and I'm in the office and Hayden's out there in the field, I can tell him, okay, I got this taken care of, and we'll send it over. And what you can see is this is actually going to create a very detailed log for all the communication within the team. So all of the communication that you guys actually relay during a job is stored here as well. So there's no more thumbing through 2-3 weeks of text messages. I sent you that 2 weeks ago. You don't remember? All that stuff is actually stored here for you guys to actually view, and it's actually enclosed in the project that you guys would want to actually relay communication over to. So, everything is here for you guys, all the photos. You can actually edit the project as well. I wanted to show you guys, here's the PDF that the customer can see. If you look at this, I selected PDF, and I'm going to select a cover page. But what you can do here, you can go in and you can see you have an actual detailed PDF with a company logo and all of the photos that are time-stamped and dated. You have all of the comments and the project summary as well. So all of this can be relayed over immediately once you guys are done with your scope of work. So it's a very great way to actually stand apart from your customers. This is a very, very useful tool for communication, bridging gaps with teams. It's a great way to present to some of those customers that you're really trying to wow as well, because again, it creates trust through transparency. What this allows you to do is show the customer everything you guys are doing. A lot of our customers currently, their closing rates have obviously gone up just because of the presentation side of this thing. So I wanted to show you guys how all this works and how it's actually communicating from the actual app in the iPad or your iPads, Androids, but also on your desktop computer as well, and how this obviously bridges communication and helps keep you guys organized as a team with everything readily available once you're done with your scope. So wanted to get this over to you guys today. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it.